Hello, everyone. My name is Candace, also known as Candace Magnificent. My pronouns are they, she.
Hi, hello, hey everybody. Hi, my name is Christian, aka Fluffy Goomba, all over the internet.
What's up? I'm Dylan or Super Dylan. My pronouns are he, she, and they.
Beautiful wonderful people. Hi, how's it going? My name is Robin, the artist formerly known as Matt. On all things, my pronouns are they, he.
Hi, I'm Serenity, click clack snack all over the internet. I go by she, they, any pronouns.
And I'm Matt, pronouns he, him.
And welcome back to All In for Estea. Domino, you feel stuffy. The heavy rubber of the lab coat you lifted from the entrance, compacting your fur as you walk through the building.
Ugh.
Everything around you seems so pristine, like no one even exists in this building.
Gross.
Friendly nods from some of the people walking by greet you, oblivious to the fact that they acknowledge someone as they trudge on.
Greetings.
All these people, so trusting in their mega corporations and their military status. Shifting slightly to your left, you brush against an officious-looking woman in a hazmat coat and dress slacks, clipping her badge as you mumble apologies.
Damn, sorry, whatever.
Following the blue arrows through the hall, you find what you've been looking for, an upgraded Gatling gun for Atlas. Just as you snatch it up, your earpiece crackles. Domino, I believe we have been compromised. They have asked about my parking registration tag.
Gee, I should have gotten a real one, or at least like a halfway decent dupe. That's all right. That's really on me.
Acknowledged.
Well, I got the thing, so I'm just gonna run. Get ready to drive, and I'll just grab it and run as fast as I can.
All right. So, with that, you find yourselves back aboard the ship. You are about 2 rooms away from where you know they store the Abyssium. And you could gather together your collection of things and make your way out. It seems like many of the workers are off cleaning various portions of the ship and attempting to restore some order, having heard the announcement of an android requesting that no one react to the disappointing and controversial news that they are here to assist. Within the room, is there anything else you'd like to do? Would you like to review any of the samples that are here, or is everybody ready to move into the next area?
I kind of think like as fast as we move is better.
Okay. So, heading up to the door, you can hear some light conversation on the other side. Much of it is blocked out through the thick steel of the door, but one word definitely catches your attention. They're talking about the Abyssium that they have recovered. And, Saya, just to your left, you see a stack of what appear to be worker uniforms that you could potentially disguise yourself with.
So fast, like lightning. Just put this on, put this on, put this on, put this, like throwing.
Acknowledged. Although I do not think that I will be able to fit in it, but I will try.
Redcon, put this on, put this on. Put this on, put this on.
Just pull off one of the patches and stick it to Atlas's shoulder.
Perfect.
I will pretend to be a chair.
Yeah, it's a bit we do. It's really it works a surprising amount. A lot of people just see what they want to see, you know.
The night when we were gonna sleep, Atlas turned into a lounger.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
I would love to see this chair bit in action. I think, now that you boasted about it, I have to see it.
Yeah. It really works.
Yes. So
Are they coming into the room?
It sounds like they are preparing to. Yes, they have whatever
Hell
store
yeah.
they have.
If they're coming into the room, I am going to pretend to be a piece of furniture. Atlas, like CRT monitor, like a desk with a CRT monitor on top of it,
Okay.
is what Atlas looks like.
Is it playing Friends?
Sure.
And I will take a seat and await my Bond villain moment.
Actually, it's not playing Friends. Come to the side of me. Hey, kids, here's a joke that only I will find funny. It is actually playing the CTV, which was a British Saturday morning children's show with Ant and Dec, who are two very famous British comedy duo. In the 90s, they had a show called Chums, which was just a parody of Friends with Kat Deely. And every week they did a new episode of Chums. And it's that because Atlas doesn't know what Friends is and just approximates and is like, Chums, this works. And then has that on. There is going to be one person listening to this that is like, ha, that's pretty fun. Because that was a real show that happened. So that's what it's showing.
Okay.
Not Friends.
Yeah.
But
I don't ever know the difference, and I'm always a little confused as to why Phoebes isn't there. But I just figured she is quirky like that, you know.
Just having an off-screen episode day.
Yeah.
All right. So as you prepare for your Bond villain moment, and everyone situates themselves in the garb of the facility, the doors open and you see two hover carts come in, loaded to the brim. There is at least 300 pounds of abyssium between the two carts, as these people are rushing and see the group of you and are like, we belong here?
We belong here?
Good. Okay, good. I have a security pass, and pats their pockets looking for a security pass that they don't produce, and just stares, waiting to see if you're going to let them by.
I spin around in my chair. I'm petting my own tail. And
Very good.
no IDs, huh? You got a pass? If you had a pass, I figured you'd show it. I mean,
Well, I totally have a pass. It's just, right. It's right on. I must have dropped it outside the door because, we swiped to get in.
well, then, I mean, it's right outside the door. You might as well go get it before you get yourself into more trouble. Or we could take a little pause and we could have a little inspection. I could take a look at what you're up to today.
Yeah. Inspection sounds good. And you see the person at the other cart. She'd be like, no, shut up. They can't. No. He's like, yeah, no, inspection's fine. It's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right. And just slaps the other cart a couple times.
Come on. You got nothing to worry about. Stop panicking. If you have every right to be here, then there's nothing to worry about. Just come on over and let us check out your stuff.
Yeah, no, it's good. We totally belong here, and we're just doing our job, moving the rocks.
Yeah. Excellent. You come on over here. Hey, Sherry, come and take a look at this. I look at whoever is directly behind me.
I'll use it. I'll do it with my bluff. Let's go. Let's bluff
Okay,
this shit
okay.
out. I'm Cherry.
Sherry.
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 All right.
Yeah. You can't tell this because I just said it, but I imagine it's with an I.
No, I kind of felt it.
Yeah.
To be honest.
I
with you.
hope that it came across.
Yeah, it's like the way you said it is like instead of like
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah. See, you get me.
Yeah. I would just like to support and
Thank
like help
you.
with bluff checks and do whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and make your bluff check to be Sherry with an I.
Okay.
While this
Can
is happening, Wave just like has stayed like right next to the door, but on the inside. And
Okay.
is pressing themselves to make themselves as flat as possible
Are
so that
you
nobody notices them.
full
Uh-huh.
cronk right now?
Full cronk. but my nanobots, like my nanocytes, have made like a low limbo line. So if anybody decides to try to go back out the door,
Mhm.
they're gonna do an alley.
Hell yeah.
Okay. All right.
And I guess Drake is on the other side of Sherry. Was I?
Please don't put quotations. They won't believe us.
They won't believe us.
Don't delegitimize who they are. I mean,
You gotta believe your own lie. It's kind of quintessential to the whole
That's-
lying thing.
it's part of the thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sherry, you know?
Sherry. It's like a Reno casino in here. Jesus Christ. I'll stand to the other side and just watch, just in amazement at this display of this world, this universe's conversations.
Okay.
Okay.
I got 27 to be Sherry.
Holy shit. All right.
Hell
You know
yes.
what? You have been Sherry before. Something about you, Domino pulled that alter ego perfectly.
So, gum smacking starts. I don't know. I feel like Sherry with an I choose gum really loud.
Yeah.
Oh, and we'll come up and go. Yeah, sure. So we gonna do this or what? Let's go.
Yeah. Well, routine inspection, and just pushes the cart a little bit towards you, hoping that you're gonna take over.
Oh, I'll take the cart. Yes, please.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, just make sure they've got stuff all in order there. And then, I mean, come on. You guys got to keep better track of your stuff. How long you here today?
I think my shift is like 9 hours. They just really slam it home. The no sunrise sunset thing in here. They don't really tell. Is it actually daytime? Is it nighttime?
Oh,
Who
I'm gonna have
knows?
to discourage you from talking bad about the company. Hey, you're in the wrong place for that. We love the company here.
Oh.
We're company dudes in here. So
And in the background, you just hear a. You have been charged 5 credits.
Demolition Man rules. Oh no.
Yes.
I would like to, when I grab it, I'd like to look over things and then go, so you got your A22 599T forms or what? And start chewing and smacking loudly to try to intimidate them. Hello, please. I'm here. I exist. I'd like to smack my gum and like try to like intimidate them to hurry them.
What is that a new form? We had the A22 5. Oh, no, there's A22 59019. And you see, as he's pulling through all of the papers, he's writing down the form number on one of the pages. Not discreetly at all. And just
T at the end if you want to rewrite it.
he just crosses it out, writes T at the end, hands it over. And
I'm just gonna hand it directly to Domino and go, I don't think it checks out.
nah, I mean, Look, it looks like maybe it's your first day or something, and you just are feeling nervous. You didn't want to lie about it. I get it. But unfortunately, we're going to have to take this off your hands. You're going to have to start all over, it seems. And hopefully with the right forms in order. And next time we'll let you right on through.
I mean, couldn't we just let it go this one time? Like, you know,
This is me letting it go. I could call in for backup. I could report you for this.
This is
Instead
the
of-
nicest I've ever seen him.
Yeah, I'm pretty shitty.
Oh, but we got
So
reported
mean.
yesterday, and you see this Vesk try to reason with themselves as they're like, we really need that other cart. Like, gotta take that other cart with. Carl told me that I have to bring him at least one cart this morning because he needs it for gear production. And listen, if I don't have it there in like 3 minutes, he needs it all the way up at the airship dock.
Oh, we'll bring it to him. No problem. You go get your shit sorted before you get yourself fired or worse.
You want to know what happened the last time I made Carl upset? And then the no fingers are going to pop up and go, so we'll take care of it, okay?
This is a hostile work environment, if you couldn't tell.
Yeah, it's pretty
Don't
bad
say
here.
that.
Don't say that. Don't say that out loud. No, it's not. It's great here. The
I
temperature.
never wanted those
perfect.
fingers anyway. Carl, do me a favor.
Oh, God.
I'm so lucky my character doesn't have a face. Otherwise, the expression would be incredulous and bewildered.
So Drake, from your position at the opposite side of the door, you hear the shuffle of a couple rocks as this little mouth peeks out the top of the cart and is like, are we caught? Are we fucked? Is this it? Are we done? I'm not getting out.
You know I can see you, right?
And just
Just because you hide doesn't mean I didn't see you. You can. I could go over there. If you,
I'm just gonna walk over.
just walk over and pick up one of the rocks.
Yeah.
We're sorry, no one's here. Thank you.
Is it the rock talking to me?
No, it is. You see the edge of a little skittermander paw attempting to hide in what remains of the rocks in the cart.
I mean, again, could you just stand up? I don't know. Talking down has never really been my strongest suit. So.
Oh, fuck. All right. I mean, I guess this is. And this little green skittermander comes crawling out and around the rocks to stand at their full height of 3 feet and just very proudly, I was here the whole time.
Well, aren't you? Just adorable. You're also in trouble.
But I wasn't sleeping on the job or nothing. Well, shit. I'm not. Niley, you got to tell the lie. You got to say the thing. Fuck.
Yeah,
no.
Niley, you gotta tell the lie. Tell the lie, Niley. Come on, tell the lie.
And all of them just face drops. They're like, we just wanted to leave with the stuff. Can I just say please? Can we give you 500 credits to have the stuff and go?
Where are you going?
Well, and the Skittermander just nudges the Vesk and is like, honesty is our best policy.
It's a good one. It's
And-
a good one.
The Vesk, who is Niley, says, well, we docked here to take these things illegally, and we sure would like them, please.
That wasn't so hard. That was good. Good honesty. Good honesty.
Turn to look at everybody else. And reminder from me, this is what we're looking for, Abyssium, right?
Yes, this is what you are also here to steal.
This is what we're here for.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we can all go together. I mean, look, we have enough for, I think, everybody here. Oh, just make sure that we can get out of here as safe as possible together. I mean, this is quite the jackpot. Should just split it between. Is it just two people, or is it there more?
So there is an android attending to the second cart that the Skittermander crawled out of that has not said anything so far.
Gotcha. I mean, there's a lot for 3 people, so.
Yeah, but that's not enough for 8 people. So,
I mean, I don't need it personally. So
7 people.
Hmm.
And you see the Skittermander twitch a little bit as they're like, we could even the numbers a little more.
what do we mean by that?
Well, I have 6 paws, and there's 5 of you. So that means I have 1 extra paw.
Good job, buddy.
Is this sort of deranged math leading to something, or are you just counting hands?
Well, and you see them reach into their fur and pull out 6 small pistols.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh man, I bet those 6 small pistols couldn't even take my French chair over there.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are they stepping to us? Because I am going to Optimus Prime ass transform.
Yeah. We can play with numbers too if you want.
They fucking pull the pistols, and then there's just like, and a fucking giant ass minigun is like shoved in their face.
And then, hello.
You hear the echo as the Skittermander talks down the barrel. Hello? You are a new friend with 1, 2, 3, a lot of barrels.
Yeah. Do you maybe want to go
How
back
many
to the
barrels?
bit?
How many barrels do you think your head could dodge before you shot one of your 6 pistols?
Well, I mean, at least, and you hear a plink as a small bullet hits Atlas's arm and just falls to the floor.
That's so sad.
Oh, buddy.
That's sad. I feel bad now. I just feel like we went from janitors to this. This is, oh Lord.
You remember that nice little lie you made up about Carl? We were all in on it. We all thought the Carl story was nice. This is just sad.
Wait, and you see the Skittermander look at Niley and he's like, "Wait, Carl's fake? I forgot. Which one was the fake one we talked about?" And Niley's like, "No, they're all fake. But that means you don't know. That means that you don't work." Wait a minute.
Oh my god.
as they slowly piece together that
everyone's a liar.
everyone in the room is lying. And they're like, Carl doesn't exist. Who cut off your fingers? Who hired
Wouldn't you like to know? Guns.
There's more guns in the situation. Oh Lord.
Wave is also still hidden, right?
Wave's
Yes.
still pressed
Yeah.
against the wall behind them.
This Wave. They're
Wave
like,
is
oh, yeah,
biding their time.
Atlas comes out, and then they're like, I'm okay, that's a little scary, but I'm still open to fighting. And then Wave appears and is like, you know what? You might have people all over this room.
Now, more guns does not make the equation any better for anybody. We don't need to resort to violence.
We
honestly.
can though.
I don't know. I feel better. She's still.
As you can see, my cohorts are more than willing to end life. At the drop of a hat or bullet, take a pick. I say hat, they'll say bullet. Why don't we just, again, split the take? No need for violence. We all get a little something. And we go around our merry day just continuing to lie.
Well, if I don't have to hide in the cart, can we at least refill this one?
GM.
Yeah.
Can I like pick up one of the like Abyssian like rocks and just like examine it just to like get a nice scientific like what the hell is this stuff, et cetera, et cetera.
So what you're holding is raw abyssium. You know that in various forms of purification, it can be used to power machinery. It can be used to partially direct where your next destination is specifically for you. And it's pretty valuable as a base resource, but refined, it has very advanced magical and magitech abilities.
Gotcha. So once it's refined, it gets its true value.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Even still, the carts that you're looking at is probably 500,000 credits.
Then the entire cart, 500.
The two carts together.
Okay.
With the amount you've got here, that's 500,000, give or take, depending on the banker. Now, if you were to get it refined, now that shoots the price up exponentially.
And you see the Skittermander's eyebrows wiggle like fuzzy little caterpillars as they're like, you know someone? You got somebody that can do that?
I'm sure there's a refinery somewhere here.
I didn't think about getting the refined. That's probably a good idea. That's worth way more. We could definitely.
You get a cart, we get a cart. Simple.
All right. You get a cart, we get a cart. You get a cart, we get a cart. And you see the Skittermander look at you, look at the gun barrel, and then down to its crushed bullet on the floor. It's just like, yeah, you get a cart, we get a cart. That's a good idea. We'll tell Carl that we brought you on for the job.
That's right. Bring back Carl, a fan favorite.
I would love if Carl was real.
I want him to be so real. I got fans.
Robin, you're muted, babe.
Hi, I'd like to use 5 of my resolve to make Carl real, please.
Okay. Done. Carl is a real employee. He is a dock worker at the airship portion.
I'm just gonna take off my resolve there. Good stuff.
And hopefully he doesn't mess up your escape. Who knows?
I can't believe you spent 5 resolve for that.
I spent 5 resolve. If I go down to 0 health, I die instantly.
I can't believe you.
You die for Carl, though.
I die for him, yeah.
Carl to be the one to right.
You know how many times I'm gonna have to kill Carl if you die.
Many.
So many.
At least 5.
At least 5.
5 resolves.
All right.
Well, all right.
So that's Niley,
Refinery?
and I'm Nye,
Cool.
and that the android is Ophina, and they don't talk to me a lot. I don't know what their problem is. And you just see the android turn completely. You tried to shoot me 7 times today.
Wow.
That sounds kind of rough. This is fun for you though. You stick around for this.
It is income, and as you see, and points to the crushed bullet, the bullets do not cause any real harm.
All right. Well, I mean, you made it this far with the barrel, so I mean, good on you. Just gonna take this one off your hands, though. Don't mind. Take one of the cards.
Take one of the guys. Can I look on the map to see if there's is there a refinery on this station?
You do know that you could likely get the cart there in about 20 minutes walk. But the process of refining this much abyssium is going to take you at least 2 days to complete the whole cart.
Ooh. Okay. Like checking out all the how much they have. Well, if we might have run into a little snag, if we refine
all of this, that'll take us about 2 days to do the whole lot.
how much money would that make?
You'd be looking upwards of 1 million credits. Like it's gonna more than double the value of what you have.
Which 2 days of waiting could net all of you good hefty collective 1 million credits. Again, timeline versus mount. I don't know what you guys want to do, but that's what the timeline looks like.
So, in character, she's gonna walk up, put a hand on Drake's shoulder, and then look and go, you know what? Since we're all trustworthy friends now. Like, I mean, you call me friend, I call you your name, so it's perfect. So, what if we did you a favor? Because see, I know, and pat on Drake, he's got a guy who can make things go a little faster. So if we take a little more, then we can get this done quicker for you and we can meet up. So if you want to give me your number, then we can just take a little more and then we can meet up. And then by that time, we can split it 50-50 because you've been so sweet.
And you see the android and the Vesk turn to the Skittermander, looking for direction as this fuzzy little creature stares at you and is just like, truth, lie, truth. Pulls out their phone and is like, all right.
I think that's okay. Never mind.
I think we could do a little, maybe not all of it, but
Oh no, you gotta take some and do some yourself. It wouldn't be fair to split it 50-50 and we do all the work,
but I do like having people work. And it's like, all right, I'm gonna give you these 2 chunks for your cart. You just gotta hold them so they don't fall out. You gotta make sure they feel secure when you're walking with them.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
we got people for that.
And then I'll contact you, and here's and just pulls out this disposable tab of thin translucent sheets with their IP contact on it. You can reach me here, but don't give it to everybody. Just you can have it.
Only me.
Only you.
I'm glad that you trust me.
You look like the trustworthy one.
I am. I absolutely am. Thank you for noticing.
Sasaya, at that moment, you hear your communicator buzz.
I'm so trustworthy. Everyone's got to talk to me at the same moment. Yeah, I'll go 1 second and I'll check it.
Updated bounty. 2.6 million.
But I already. Did I accept at that number or did I accept with a flexible number?
I think you accepted from your side saying we'll see what happens when it goes up.
Okay.
And they
That's
took
right.
your acceptance as you accepted the 1.7 as great, perfect. That's what they were willing to pay you. But then you stopped answering for a couple hours because you went to bed.
Can I take a screenshot of that and just send it to my guy?
Yeah.
I'll do that and then like put like question mark, smiley face, wink emoji, send.
All right. And you see the little check mark of it was read.
I'll just type stew on it and then I'll put it in my pocket. Yeah, we got more stuff. Let's go.
I'm gonna, because like they give us the 2 big chunks, right?
Yep.
And they're like, now they're kind of falling or teetering off the cart.
Yeah, so it's not so much that they're going to fall out, but it sticks over the top lip of the cart. And Nay seems very concerned that they might fall out. What if the rocks got hurt?
That's adorable. I'm just gonna Drake is gonna walk over to the rocks as they're being placed onto the cart and sees like how precarious they are, and then sees how concerned they are that it's precarious, and just go,
Don't worry. I can make sure that they stay relatively close. And
he'll pat it twice, and I'm gonna use adhere. You create a molecular bond between an object you touch and another object or surface that the object is touching.
Okay.
And just gonna stick them together, or stick them to the rest of the rocks onto the in the cart. So it's just like
Just one giant pile now?
yeah.
Okay.
And people, you can pull it free, but you have to do a strength check against my spell to save DC.
Okay. Yeah, so the Skidamander kind of looks it over and hauls up on the edge of the cart and shakes it a little bit. It's like, all right, it's not going anywhere. You did a good job. That's good work right there. Carl would be proud.
he certainly would be. I don't know the pronouns. I don't know how I'll address our lovely friend.
All right, so are we air docking? We're making our way out of here. Refinery. What's the plan? Are we going to your guy? Are we going to this guy? Are we going to that ship?
Well, we're headed to the refinery. Where should these 3 go?
Like pointing at and looking at the rest of the group. Trying my best not to look at Wave to make sure that they stay hidden against the wall. Like
Wave has sent Wave has sent like 2 or 3 nanosites to like just chill like on the rim of their stuff so that they can listen in.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So like when Drake is like looking over everybody, he purposely like looks away / down from Wave to help the illusion that they're not there.
Excellent.
and just looks at everybody else to get confirmation.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna go to the refinery. You can do whatever you want, I guess.
All right, we're gonna take our stuff, and you're gonna call me, right?
Of
Yeah.
course, I'm gonna call you.
Okay. Okay.
I
All
mean,
right.
we could take it for you, and you could meet us there if you want. You know, we could just do you a little favor, and then we'll meet there, and it'll be refined by the time you get there. Be easy peasy, no problem.
At that point, we'd have to split it like 55-45, though, like a little tax. So not a ton, but you'd still get your share.
You trying to tax me? Are you with the man? We'll
Are there
take.
any men here? There's one. There's one guy.
Yeah, I think it's pretty well established that we're not with the man, but we're good to head on our way. So I'm just saying we could take this off your hands for now, and we'll meet you there, and we'll saddle up later.
All right. Well, you take that car. Go ahead.
Wave chooses this moment to reveal themselves,
Yeah.
to tip the scale. Their arm is shaped like a big, like, vibroblade, and they just slide up to this creature, and they're like, I would never do this to you because I'm a nice person, but also, I could have had your head off by now, and I'm just saying, it's worth thinking about. You could have been dead, and you're not. So, instead of maybe being suspicious of me and my friends, you should know that, like, we've done you a really big solid because, like, I could have definitely had blood all over me by now if that was what we wanted to do.
That's
But
true.
we're not. We're being really
Yeah.
diplomatic. See, I'm gonna lower my weapon. Everything's fine, right? You should absolutely believe us.
Wow,
It's like the most passive aggressive threatening I've ever seen in my life.
that was a miracle.
And I've lived several lives.
That was a miracle.
Wave is a Brennari, and Brennari are known for their diplomacy. So
You just see this this puff of fur, like right after a dog scratches and then they shake. This fluff of fur that flies off the Skittermander. It's like, there's. Are you the last one?
good question. Yeah, I know. It's really funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you said you want both carts, right?
I mean, we're gonna do some of the work for you, so like you should probably just like break us off just a little bit for our labor. We're not the man. We're the opposite of the man. We're like the workers who just want to get paid what we're worth.
Yeah, I mean, that's you're making a lot of points with your sharp blade. I mean, wit.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, Sherry has my number, and you let me know when things are ready, and we'll patrol and let you know if there's any problems.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. I mean, if we're doing all of it, though, is it still going to take 2 days, or is like 3 days probably a little bit better? Do you think like 3 days is probably better? And I look back at everyone like, say 3 days is better.
Yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, so much better. My goodness.
I mean, more time is better quality, right? That's supposed to be.
That is true.
All right. 3 days, and we'll get our ship ready, so we can just we'll go. We got this.
That's right. You're making such a good choice, boss.
I turn my hand back into a regular, like, fingery hand, and I stroke the Skittermander's fur. There's no need to get all excited, You gotta chill out, buddy. It's okay. I know I probably freaked you out, but it's okay. Like, see, look at me and my fur. You see how sleek? Yeah. That's what you need. You need to just calm down. Just calm down.
This poor
Look at Domino.
Skittermander is just like,
cold as ice.
Yeah.
if I don't move, it goes away.
Goes away.
Oh yeah, that's fair. All right. Well, I'll be over here if you need me.
Okay. Well, we'll get the stuff. We'll get the ships ready. We'll make sure the docks are clear, and call me. And winks at Tisaya.
Oh boy.
Like the largest, like, yeah, sure. Wink.
All right. Well, you have successfully liberated 300 pounds worth of abyssium from a rival crew who's going to set up at the docks as you get ready to refine things.
Perfect.
The second they're out of earshot, Wave's like, huh? Did I do a good thing? Right? Right? I did a good thing.
Great job.
All right. See,
Oh my
this
God.
is why you should keep me around. And you should have me on your team, and I won't turn you in because you're not a bounty anymore. You're friends.
I like, it's the if this then that part of this that it's really worrying to me, but I like it. I find it oddly charming.
Thanks.
But you did a great job. Spectacular.
Have you ever seen like some real heavy-handed like pet a Shih Tzu? That is exactly what that looked like when you were like
Grabbing.
that poor.
I was just trying to make him calm down. I don't think I'm that scary, right? That's not scary.
I'm going to say this right now. You definitely escalated their heartbeat. 100%.
Well, I thought for a second that maybe we were going to jump into action. I saw, what Atlas was playing, and I was like, oh, we're gonna throw down. And then we didn't throw down, which is a little confusing for me because, I thought maybe we were going to throw down. And then everybody was just talking, and I was like, you know what? I'm good at talking to Bernari.
No, you did a real good job. Shoot.
Truly, you did. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
It's very impressive.
Thanks. Oh, yeah.
Take a breath. You earned it.
Just gonna walk by an Atlas and be like,
Organics, am I right?
Yeah, there's on the TV screen. It's a little shrug, like emoticon.
All right. 20 minutes to this refinery, and then I'll see what I can do.
Yeah, so it is a swift walk, and the hover carts are nice because it does mostly negate the weight of what you are moving. Are you keeping the workers' uniforms on as you wander around, or are you?
yeah, I think
that sounds like the best idea.
Can I look at these uniforms to make sure that these are the proper uniforms we should be wearing for
How
this
interesting. Mm-hmm.
Yes, you can.
task? Thank you. I would love that. What do I need to roll for that? Just the guys? The guys?
Can I
yeah,
tell
go
you
ahead.
I don't love how Matt said,
Right?
Yes, you
Yes.
can.
Yes.
Go ahead and make a disguise check to see if you can piece together where these belong.
Interesting.
Very interesting. Math is hard. 21.
21. All right. So these uniforms are strictly for going in and obtaining. They are mining outfits. They may be less accepted outside of the mining area and workers' quarters.
Maybe we could just throw them on top so people were like, oh, you did this. Take it off. Take it off. Take it off.
I think God, I tear it haphazardly over my fur and throw it in a crumpled mess on the ground. Ugh.
Yeah, no, these are the wrong place. This is not good for what we're doing.
Not a fan of professional attires?
I just don't like to be squished.
I look at the giant robot.
My fur's gotta breathe. It's gotta have oxygen.
Fair enough. I sort of get it.
Maybe if you get the massage from the big one and point to to wave and go, maybe if you get the massage, like the Skittermender had, that will really air things out.
I get massages plenty. I'm doing just fine.
I shoot.
We all look at Atlas.
That's a massage protocol, snake guy.
I am a weapon built to kill every organic being, but I have also been fitted with a massage gun.
Mm.
Look
It
over.
was not my decision.
Look, look right over to Domino.
Massage gun, huh?
All I can picture is Atlas shooting the Gatling gun arm and letting it heat up as like the hot rollers work as a massage.
Like during combat, and so it's like shooting other people, and then
Yeah, or like firing empty rounds just to heat the barrel.
Just a roller.
Yeah.
Just like a roller. Oh, I'd go for a massage. It's been a hot minute. Anyway, we got the things covered up. We're headed to the refinery. As we are.
Let's do it.
Let's do
So,
this thing.
it is a short trip to the refinery, and thankfully devoid of any workers. In the distance, you do hear the sounds of several weapons being discharged,
Oh,
but none cross your path.
Oh.
Isn't that reassuring?
no.
Um,
What direction did the bullets come from? Is it was like
Yeah, and how far away does it sound?
Um,
Does it
so
sound like it's our friends? Our
does
new.
it sound like 6 pistols, like shooting at once?
Sound like 6 tiny pistols all going off.
so Domino,
Eh.
you recognize the sound of a sniper rifle being fired. It echoes through the halls, so the target is not far away, but the gunman is likely towards the dock.
And the dock is where we're headed.
The dock is where you're going to depart from. Right now, you're on your way to the refinery. Your current path will not put you in the trajectory of this weapon.
I say like out loud to the rest of the gang. Yeah, I mean that's not that sounds like someone else's business. But then I kind of lean into Atlas. I'm like, that's a target. Somebody's getting taken out over there.
Is gunfire irregular here? Because this is like almost pirate free zone, right? Everyone is descending on this place to kill everyone to get stuff.
Yes. So you know from the radio transmission that went out that this place is going to be swarmed. You have heard rumors of an Isoki gunman who travels with an android.
Love that.
Someone highly skilled at long range firing.
Oh, so then I amend what I say slightly if this is like not abnormal.
It's just like a special case.
Yeah, just like
It's not so it's not something that would be a traditional weapon found on
right.
the asteroid. But
Yeah.
it is likely pointing to a small group you have heard of before.
Yeah. So then I'm just gonna say, yeah, that's a trained sniper. To Atlas.
I believe we should utilize stealth as much as possible. Keep our guard up so we don't get caught unawares. Possibly avoid windows, long hallways. We don't want to get caught under sniper fire. But I believe I might have something up my sleeve if such a event does arrive.
Of course you do.
Of course.
All right. Stealthily we go.
Stealthily,
As much as we can.
you go. So, making your way the last little bit to the refinery, you see the doors open and can hear the hum of the machines inside as an empty cart floats out and makes its way back towards the mines, seemingly of its own accord.
Can I do a perception check just to make sure there's no like threats or anything weird happening over here?
Yeah, go ahead.
Wave is fairly good at reading body language, and they see how tense Domino looks, so they are concerned.
Scoping out the area, you do definitely note that Domino, his fur seems slightly more raised than it was when you left the room. Could be being stuffed into an odd uniform, could be something else happening. Just at the edge of your vision as you turn back, you see a small, almost translucent hand pushing the cart along by magic.
Does it look like magic that comes from this place, or like someone else is controlling it? Like part of their systems to return things?
As it passes down the halls and you're watching it to see if it belongs, you see small purple glyphs in the ceiling light, kind of pushing it along as a new hand replaces the existing one every so often.
Okay. I think Wave just kind of like notices that and kind of looks up and tries to see how like, are they everywhere, the glyphs? Are they just like, is it like a network just along that path?
It is a very straight line from the refinery back to the mining area.
Okay. So they don't really say anything. They kind of just keep their eyes out, and like anybody who's looking at them can see them kind of like darting around, not nervously, just like head on a swivel sort of, but because they are kind of strung out, they look strung out. And Domino, you feel like a small hand like rubbing your fur, like it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. You know, I was just telling that other person, you know, it's a lot when your fur is like raised and you got your hackles up. You just gotta, it'll be okay. I'm here for you, and we're almost there, and yeah, we'll get things done.
My natural oils. And
I'm distributing them. I'm distributing them. Look how glossy you are.
I must say, Domino, that you are looking quite glossy.
See?
I resign.
You do prefer the matted look over a washed.
Yeah, I like to look like I know where I've been.
I mean, your musk is still there. I can smell you.
Ah, good.
You smell very accomplished.
There is
you.
half a foot of your
Swords.
back that looks well put together. The rest of you remains exactly the same.
So now I gotta go for a tumble in the trash. But
That's fair.
you know
That's
what?
fair.
I had that in the calendar anyway.
I'm sure there's a tumbler in the refinery somewhere.
I feel like this conversation's happening, and Drake and Desire are in the back, like,
I don't get it.
I don't get it.
Just
I don't get it.
rolling the garbage? Just every so often?
Don't you? Like, makes sense.
No. I rarely roll in the garbage. There was that one time in that junk planet, but we won't talk about that.
I guess we just stealthily. Do we stealthily make? Do you tell us that we have to be stealthy, or is it just? Like
I did not tell you anything.
No, I'm talking.
We
Oh, all right,
we
all right.
said we were gonna be stealthy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Did
All
you tell
right.
the rest of the group? That's the thing I'm asking.
Oh yeah. Mhm.
Okay. So just
Atlas did.
you are able to sneak your way in, kind of moving around the carts and blending in. Would you blend in to the area around you, or is your stealth more, I belong here, why are you questioning me?
Christian would think that the collective would be like, we belong here. Kind of works more. I mean, you have two looking security personnel. Maybe someone who looks like they work here. Someone has to put on their coat or keep on a coat or something or the like, whatever.
I'd rather die, thank you. I'm gonna go with the you don't see me.
Okay.
Rather die.
Then put on a jacket. Take a bath.
Like we offer you the coat, you dive into the rocks. You're like, okay, fine.
Yeah.
You go into one of the carts that's going by, even though it's technically clean, it's still got residue. So you like kind of like chinchilla there for
Yeah.
a second, come back out.
I just need some hot sand.
Oh man, I'm so glad we brought
Did
this
you
hot
put that
sand. Hey, what the hell?
As some of you are making your way in like you belong, and Domino is cart diving to Chinchilla Roll,
Mm-hmm.
you see the refinery ahead of you. Several machines are running, breaking apart the rocks and tumbling the interiors to break loose what sits within. You can see that there are two more carts that are half empty at the back of the room. And it's highly likely that there is already processed abyssium in this room for you to take instead of what you have in the cart. Exactly. You do have those null spaces that you could just shovel it into.
I mean, it is here. Why would we say no to that?
Yeah. Let's do it.
So yeah, here you are able to find about 2.5 carts worth of processed and refined abyssium.
Damn.
There are some still processing, so you could take the time and wait. It would be about 2 hours before the next cart load is going to be finished, which is another 150 pounds of refined abyssium. Or you can take the 2.5 carts you have, which is 450 pounds, and make your way back to ship. I have an answer.
What does refined abyssium look like?
So refined abyssium. All right, this is gonna be a weird analogy. Have you ever looked at a pigeon's neck?
All the time, every day. honestly.
Yeah.
The sheen of like the green, purple, gray as a pigeon bobs its head, like that oily shine is what the refined abyssium looks like in the cart.
I did mean like solid, liquid, gas.
Oh.
Like,
But
that's really pretty. But that's why I got so confused. I'm like, it's not a pigeon is not one of the like stages.
yes, it's refined and it comes out as a pigeon-shaped object. It's just a whole pigeon. No, so it is refined dust that, as it sits, looks solid, but as you touch it, you can pick up a handful of dust.
So if we throw the dust at people,
Oh God! Why is that the first thought?
I don't know.
Why is that-
Society
why
says,
is
"How
violence
can
the
it be
first thought with
pain?"
this group?
I don't know. I'm up for whatever. We can wait if we think that's not a bad idea. I'm pretty sure our friends are dead by sniper out of character.
You did.
So-
Just travel, got clapped, and that's it for them.
I mean, you
Respect-
could message them.
People spent points to make sure that they had an ally.
Oh, I could. Hey.
We made Carl real just to kill him.
Him and his friends. Add to the fatality list.
Sure. I'll text them and go. Heard gunshots. You good?
Okay, first, how many Ys are you putting on that hay?
How many can reasonably be one line of text before going to the next line of text?
We're going to say one line of text is 20 characters, so you can fit at least 18 Ys.
Perfect.
Great.
Wait, no, 17, and then I put one of those like little squiggly things at the end of it.
Okay.
I don't know what that's called.
A tilde?
Is that what that's called? Yeah, sure.
Okay. So you do that, and then you get a response back. Gunfire. 3 dots. 3 dots. Someone took over the docking bay. Small
Send
mouse
pics.
man.
Small mouse man, send pics.
Send pics or didn't happen.
You get a picture of this commanding looking android. And I actually have pictures of the crew. So there is an android, a Cephaloom, a Brinari, and an Isoki. That is the crew of folks that you see. The android appears to be out in front leading the group. There is a Brinari with a holy symbol and a pistol.
Mm-hmm.
A Cephaloom. What's the paladin? The Solarian. And the Isoki with the long sniper rifle that is at least his body length and then some.
I will just show everyone. You like, hey, this is who did it. Gunshots.
And they're just waiting at the port.
Yeah. Says they took it over, so you know.
Makes leaving this place a little more difficult.
Tisaya, can you roll a D100 for me?
Yes.
Excellent.
Okay. Slide 35.
Okay. As you are showing folks the picture of the crew that came in, you see a message alert pop.
Son of a bitch. Thank you for this. Love this. How dare you? So fast. Snatch.
The fastness, the feats of agility. What did any of us see what the message was before they pulled it away?
So, in what order would you have gone around the party?
Ooh.
I think because I know Wave is sticking close to Atlas and Domino.
Yep.
I feel I want to roll for it because I feel like Drake would be last, but I don't want to say that and not have the other two accidentally see it if it's a possibility. You know what I mean? So I'm open to rolling it or like.
I think I'm too busy.
That's fair.
I'm too busy to look at whatever you're showing me.
I didn't want you to see it anyway, so
I'm sneaking.
You're sneaking.
I'm sneaking.
I can roll a D4 and we can do like one. I was gonna say domino.
All right. How about
Atlas,
this? I will roll a D4. You tell me what order 1 through 4 the group is in.
Okay. It would be Domino, Atlas, Wave, and then Drake.
Atlas and Wave. Atlas, you see the alert pop up as the phone moves to Wave, and Wave, you see Atlas dash 3.2 million.
Is it does Atlas register that?
You don't see the message, but you do see an incoming contact. And then Wave starts making face.
And I snatch. Kittis, you're muted?
Yeah.
Damn it! Double mute.
Oh, dang.
Oh no! I saw you talking. I went, uh-oh.
Wave is like, this is not my phone. Obviously. What? That's, 3 point. We're supposed to be friends, you know.
Yeah, I am covering my ass. I am so sorry. I forgot to turn pictures off, and he just sends them all willy-nilly. So, I know, 3 point. So, I know, right? We're going to play this off as I got a dick pic, and we are not telling Atlas shit. And I'm trying to communicate with you.
You know, I have friendships now. So, you know, it's important to honor friendships and tell people the truth, even if other friends are keeping secrets. I'm just saying, it seems a little suspicious that you have things like that you're dealing with, and
Oh, yeah. Someone keeping secrets from the group? That seems pretty weird. We've known each other for like hours now.
How dare you?
I don't have secrets.
No, you pretty much laid it out all on the table.
Certainly not.
I really like that
million
about you,
secrets.
to be honest.
3.2 million secrets is a lot of secrets we keeping from people.
I have so many secrets. Wave. It's okay.
What?
Do you want to talk about? We can talk
How
about
much money are those secrets worth to you? Because, you know, we should probably tell people about your secrets. It endangers everyone's lives. And we're supposed to be friends now. I thought you were on the team.
You were making friends with those two. I've been over here in my corner. Am I friends? Because I never heard you say specifically we're friends. I heard
We were all friends.
You all talk together, and then I'm over here by myself, and then Drake goes, you know, to fucking La La Land and shit, and then comes back. Like
We charmed a horse together. I'd say that's friends.
Oh, God.
Also,
Oh, yeah, I
I've never gotten
misunderstood
that
our
much
friendship.
money for the same thing, so I don't know what kind of thing you're doing or who you're doing it for, but it sounds like you're mixed up. It's some real bad business. So,
Poor Wave
Am
just
I
seeing
involved in this
$7,500.
somehow?
you know what? Desire, you seem really nice, Desire, but at the same time, yeah, I'm gonna say something because I'm skilled in diplomacy, so I'm gonna be really
Let's
nice.
diplomacy this over there, please. Like for a second. Let's.
Okay.
You're
All right.
We're friends. We're friends. Yeah, let's talk. Let's talk.
We can talk, okay, but you know, you're not gonna change my mind.
Okay, but then we can talk.
Fine.
I'd like to sneak away from the sneaking to sneak away.
When they sneak away, I turn to Atlas and I'm like, I think maybe they got me a present. I feel like the last time someone was that weird around me, it was a gift giving situation. What do you think?
Atlas is like as head in hands as a robot could be without actually knowing the expression of putting their head in their hands because they don't have really either technically. And then
What do you think it is? The present.
I don't know. Like they said something like some number 1,000,000. So like 1,000,000 fish tacos? Or like
That seems reasonable for people that have known us for 5 hours and a day, but we were asleep for that, so it does not count.
are you doing the sarcasm thing again? It's so hard to read with
I
that
learned
current.
it from Chandler.
Yeah, I mean, he's the best at it. But we just got to get you a different voice box so that you can do the inflection. I'll sell it a little bit better. And we could do that if we get out of here, or if our friends got us like $3.5 million. I don't know. Maybe that's what it is.
are we alone in the room?
Yeah.
I
think so, right?
That's the question: is where's Drake? So while we wait to establish where Drake is,
Yes.
Tisaya and Wave,
Yeah.
how's that conversation going?
I think Saya takes a second. They're just kind of like,
You can breathe all you want. You have a lot of things you gotta own up for, because I'm over there. I'm doing my best to try and I was offered not even a third of that much. Who do you work for? Are you in bad stuff? Are you in a bad way? Do you need to be rescued? Are you all right?
just the whole time they're just like, so I'm sorry that your group of people who you work for treat you really poorly. I can get you my guy's number if you would like it. I work and do a lot of different things, so it's not just, stealing metal. It's lot of stuff, lot of different stuff. And yeah, some of it's not so good, but it could be worse.
Worse than turning in people that's supposed to mean something to you.
See, you decided they mean something to you. I can't say they're not great, because they're fine. They're good. They're okay. But there's more than just money at stake. And not to mention, you are probably one of the most I'm not going to say outright powerful, because I don't know what you've done, but I saw how you made that little fluff ball fluff. And you can do a lot of good things. So if we work together, we can split it, and legitimately split it. I'm not crossing my finger. I can't cross my fingers. But even then, I wouldn't be.
What about your toes, though?
I will take off my shoes. I don't think either of us want this, but I will do it.
And Wave, your communicator goes off with a new message. In the midst of this conversation, for 12,500 credits.
Listen, I got into this business because I had to leave my people. I was getting a little too dangerous, and every day I struggle a little bit more. I wasn't really kidding when I threatened that little guy with a blade to the neck. It was actually, it took a lot for me to not try to paint with the multitudes he contains in his blood. So I'm struggling. I'm struggling. I'm becoming someone I didn't know that I could be. And, friends matter. Family matters. What does friends and family mean to you for 3.6 bajillion credits?
You want me to be honest? I don't have that. I'm dead. I died. Anyone that cared about me, I don't have that.
If nobody cared about you, you could have been dead this whole time. Like re-dead, not like.
So you think someone brought me back because it was out of the kindness of their heart? It wasn't.
No, I'm saying that, the people that you've been around today, obviously, like, we give a lot of shits. We didn't have to go along with your ruse. We could have told those guys your man on the inside could have pushed you out in front of that janitor guy and got you in trouble at any point. Could have just split this up.
Okay, but you act like I wouldn't have also turned my back and done the same thing at you.
But did you?
Well, no, because we were all working together.
Right.
Because we're working on a business deal. Like, I would like to work on a business deal with you to make this successful. Because not only do we have, like, she picks up one of the boxes. Millions of dollars. Got a couple more. And I know you're trying real hard to be real nice and like work with them. But I mean, there's always a chance they can just get away. We could always do something where we set them up, they knock them down, they get real mad at us, we give them a little money, if it works, it works. And it's not, like I said, it's not all about the money. So if you want a majority of the money, I don't give a fuck. You can have it. You want $2 million? 2 million credits? You can have it.
Yeah, but what am I gonna do with 2 million credits by myself?
Bye, friends. That's what a lot of people in this business do. It's up to you. I got stuff riding on this that isn't just money. So, if you want to tell him, sure. Go for it.
Well, I mean, if I tell him, what's that going to change? You're still going to do your job.
No, if you tell him I'm dead.
Unless you make
you think Atlas is going to just let me get away with this?
I mean,
just to be honest with you, I'm re-dead. I'm re-dead.
And at re-dead, Tasaya, you see yourself before. This isn't the first time you've had this conversation. The names are different. The values are different. There's always been something beyond cash for you. And last time you stood here, what happened to the person that said that they were going to turn you in, that you got to walk away?
Can you repeat that for me real quick, just so I can think about it again?
Yeah. So what happened the last time you were in this scenario? You're having this conversation with somebody and they're gung-ho. They're ready to turn you in and turn around to go tell the people that you're chasing. What happened to that person?
I think she would have killed them. I think that, yeah. Definitely.
So you have this brief flash as you remember life before. the heat of blood pumping through your veins as this person goes to turn you in, and you pull the trigger. But what you're seeing shifts, and instead of a long lost name to a person that doesn't exist anymore, you see Wave shot in the back, laying on the ground. Before you blink and see Wave before you with their pleading eyes, trying to get you to have this conversation.
I think Wave would visibly see just like an immediate, like the bile rising in their throat as they come back, and a hard swallow before they run their hands like through their hair and go, "You want me to talk about it?" Okay. Okay. Now?
I mean, this seems like it's pressing.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I think at that point, she would just immediately open her phone to the messages.
Okay. So Drake, as Domino and Atlas debate what surprise gift Wave and Tasaya have bought him, whether it's 1 million fish tacos or $3.5 million as a present for new friends.
All right. First of all, as Domino debates this, and Atlas knows full well what they're talking about.
Yeah, as soon as Domino starts mentioning overhearing numbers, Atlas, it's real quick that you can see in your registry of people fucking hunting you down that number 3.2 million updates. So Drake, as that discussion is happening and Wave and Tasaya walk off, what are you doing?
We're still in the refinery, correct?
Yep.
Is there any way I can weaponize what's in here? Like weaponize, make the non-Newtonian dust. I don't know. Oh, maybe a little like flashbangy or explosive-y or something that can be used against our dear hostage takers at the port, at the dock.
Okay. So you do know that Abyssium will burn, especially in its refined form. And that you have seen it used before as small glow torches where it is self-contained. But when one of those bursts and all of the Abyssium contained within can catch fire and not just that outer layer, it's like when somebody tosses flour into the air and throws a match at it. So you can absolutely, taking a few small vials or looking around, you can see some of the apparatuses that would make the Abyssium torches. Gotcha. Small little glow ball containers that you could light and have as an option.
Yeah, I think while everyone's doing their discussions, Drake is definitely doing some science to either can sabotage what they've got, or at least a chunk of it of what they've got. You said 2.5 carts, right? Yeah,
2.5 carts. You have 450 pounds worth of refined.
Yeah. So I'll sabotage the. Let's flip a coin, shall we? Sabotage heads is sabotage a full cart. Tails is sabotage the half cart.
Okay.
That is a full cart. So one of the full carts gets sabotaged.
You have it set up and find enough metal sheets that you can slowly work in, that you set up almost a 4-stage explosive within this cart. The top layer can burn enough that it's definitely going to hurt someone. And you set a release that if you pull, the whole cart is going to engulf, and you'll have about 10 seconds before it blows.
Gotcha. I can do that. So like while they're all doing in their hushed corner conversations, you just see mad scientists like splash some of this in there, splash some of that in there. Just making sure that like they have an escape plan if it's necessary. If they don't need to blow this stuff up, all the better. But again, I don't really care about what happens to a majority of this stuff. This is credits for them, not me. I'm just here to help in quotation marks, because until I find the reason I'm here to do, I'm not going anywhere. So,
Tisaya, what does it look like when you walk back to the group with Wave?
I think he looks physically sick. Like he's fighting everything that he's ever like known to do, because not only the additional weight of having a discussion with her contact going, they're really, Atlas and Domino are good people. And then that, but Wave also being like, we care about you. And that I don't think they realized they were involved in the entire like group dynamic. But yeah, she just looks physically sick, and she'll just walk over and head down, not even looking in the eye, just hand it over.
To who?
I'd probably say to Domino.
That's not a gift at all.
That's not a fish taco at all.
That's not even one fish taco. That's negative fish tacos karmically.
Thank you for listening to this episode of All In for Estea. Negative karmic fish tacos and a whole lot of truths to be revealed next time. Let's see how Atlas will handle the news of being hunted for several $1 million.